The destruction of the Kakhovka dam will have profound and far-reaching consequences for Ukraine, from the immediate crisis to the long term. The biggest emergency right now, of course, is the flooding caused by one of the country's largest reservoirs draining away to the south. Dozens of towns and villages lying along the low banks of the Dnipro River have flooded or are expected to be flooded, and around 40,000 already vulnerable people are thought to be in danger. This is a satellite picture of southeast Kherson from just last month. And now look, you can see how devastating the flooding has been. But the fact that this area is also a conflict zone makes it even more dangerous.
Another concern which we have is the mobilization of landmines and unexploded ordnance. So the Dnipro riverbanks have essentially been the front line for months, and we know that mines will have been emplaced by Russian forces, potentially Ukrainian forces. And floodwaters have the ability to strip away soil and sand and move landmines which are underneath.
But the emptying of the reservoir is causing problems beyond the flooding. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky has warned that hundreds of thousands of people in the region have been left without proper access to drinking water, and agriculture officials have said that tens of thousands of acres of fertile farmland that once relied on the reservoir for irrigation are now at risk of becoming deserts in the next year. This would have a massive impact on global food systems. Ukraine, for example, supplies 35% of the world's sunflower oil. And in addition to all of this, there are now real concerns about long-term damage to the region's wildlife and nature reserves.
As a result of the destruction of the Kakhovka hydroelectric power station, at least 150 tons of machine oil have leaked into the river, with a risk of an additional 300 tons seeping out.
This video shows a large number of dead fish on the banks of the reservoir as the water levels drop just at the end of spawning season. It is too early in this unfolding story to understand the full extent of the disaster, but it's now clear that whatever happens, Ukraine will be counting the cost of this for many years to come.